Hey guys, so I've done a few of these videos before, telling the true stories behind my songs. If you didn't see those, I did 2 other videos talking about the songs off my Orange and Blue album. And today I'm going to tell you guys about some of the songs on my mixtape called 17. So if you don't know what a mixtape is, I don't really either, honestly, but to me, it's like an album, but like low-key. It's like a low-key album. So this mixtape is called 17 because all of the songs on it were written like around the time that I was 17 and like recorded at that time too. Like I only re-recorded the vocals on like 3 of the songs. The other 5 of them, it's like me from the past. So it's kind of like a time capsule of that time in my life. And yeah, I didn't really change it that much from when I wrote it. So it's not like highly produced or like really professional. Like it's just kind of like music. So that's why I call it a mixtape. But I'm going to tell you guys the stories behind a few of those songs. I'm just going to do like couple of the most popular ones because I assume that's what you guys want to know about. But if you want me to talk about any other ones, just comment and I may or may not do another video telling more of the stories because I think you guys like these. Okay, so I'm gonna start with talking about 8 a.m. That is the first song that I released as like a single before this mixtape came out. So this was written when I was like 16, right before I moved from Malibu to Nashville. Because, you know, in the second verse, I'm like, you're going to go to school in Santa Barbara, but I'll still be here in Malibu. I wasn't, because I moved not that much later after that. But I thought I didn't realize I was moving at that point. So the story behind that song, this was like my first heartbreak. And I've told this story a couple times, like on Instagram or on our podcast and stuff. Some of you might have heard this, but I was 14 when we met and started talking. I was really like a go-getter with this, where like I saw him around and I was like, I'm gonna talk to him, like I'm gonna make this happen. So I like did all the I planned all these moves of like, oh, when I see him, like I'll say this, and like, oh, I'll say this and he'll ask for my number, and like I just like made up all these like plans, but they worked because we started talking and kind of hanging out, but not really because I was like 14. So it's basically just for a summer that we talked every day, like we Snapchatted and we texted and stuff. And like we didn't really see each other that much actually. Like sometimes we hang out just like in group settings, but not like one-on-one because like I was 14. And every time I saw him, like I would get so nervous, like so anxious, like shaking on the way there, like ah. So probably not a good sign, actually. But after the summer, he basically just ghosted me. Oh my gosh. And I guess at the time he ghosted me, I was 15. And my 15-year-old heart shattered into 10 million pieces. Oh my gosh. Because like it went from every day to nothing. And I don't know how I knew this, but on the last day that he talked to me, I knew that was going to be the last time. I knew he was going to ghost me after that. I don't know how I knew that, but I was like, okay, this is ending. I can feel it. And I just like cried every day for probably like 6 months. Like I was so upset. And I didn't like meet any other guys because like I wasn't in school. I wasn't in like extracurricular activities. Like I was just like doing music stuff with my sisters, which like I wasn't really meeting like boys my age. So I was so lonely and sad. And if you know our song Easy to Forget Me, I listened to that all the time because that was like the demo that was written around that time, and I was just like, is it that easy to forget me? And so 8 a.m. was actually written 2 years later after he ghosted me, because at this point I still hadn't moved on. I still hadn't found like a new crush. I still was like, I would see him like every like 6 months and just like be absolutely shattered. And I wrote this one morning when I went to the beach at like 7:30. So I woke up at like 7 something and I was just so sad. So like, I'm just gonna go to the beach and be sad. And that's why it's like the first line is, it's not even 8 a.m. and I'm already breaking. Sitting here on the beach with my car keys. Maybe I'll go get some coffee. No, I forgot to bring money. How is it I can forget my wallet, but I still can't forget you? Yeah, I'm not gonna recite the whole thing. But yeah, so basically the story of my first heartbreak that took 2 years to move on from, and just how horrifyingly sad that was. And I really didn't move on actually until we moved across the country. So, and like, if we didn't move, I don't know when I actually would have moved on. Probably not until I met someone else, which who knows when that would even happen, because there was slim pickings there in Malibu and just in that area. I don't know, I just wasn't really like meeting anyone. So that's that song. And it sounds pretty dramatic to be like, oh, you only talked for the summer and you barely hung out. But like, it doesn't matter how much you talk to someone, how intense it was, how serious it was. Like, even someone you only talk to for a little bit can really break your heart, especially when you're young, and especially when it's like the first time you've really like been ghosted like that or had that experience. So yeah, that is what 8 a.m. is about. And then 18. Okay, first off, let me say that I was really hesitant about this song because I don't want people thinking that I wrote that like now. Like, oh, he's only 18. Like, I'm 22, and that to me is just really horrific. Like, my brothers are like 18. Well, not all of them, but they're around that age, and I'm like, you are so young. No, thank you. So I wrote this one actually when I was 19. But I'm like, oh, that's close enough to 17. So that's why I'm like, oh, he's only 18 because I was 19. Like, oh, he's this young boy because I'm 19 and he's only 18. And this song is a bit more of like it's more of like a daydream than a historical account of something that actually happened. Basically, this guy, I went on a mission trip with my church for like a week, and this guy kind of like was talking to me the whole time, and we were like in the same group, and I wasn't like, oh my gosh, like head over heels in love with this guy, but I was like, oh, like he's cute, he's kind of weird, but like he's cute. But I knew that it wasn't really like, this will be my husband, or like, this could turn into a great relationship. Like, it was just kind of like, okay, like maybe this could be like a fun person to hang out with, and like who knows what could happen, but also like nothing that good is gonna happen. Not like he was like a bad guy, it's just like it just wasn't really in the cards. Like a blossoming deep relationship just wasn't really in the cards for us. So this song is kind of like, I wrote it right after I got back from that mission trip, and it's basically just me being like, yeah, he's only 18, he doesn't know me, He doesn't know what I want. He doesn't know what I need. Just barely summer. I'm going under. So suddenly, I don't know, maybe it's just the heat. And it makes us crazy. All these heartbreaks still don't faze me. Because we all just want to be loved. He'll probably break me. And I know what they'll say to me. Ooh. So it's just like... I knew it probably wasn't going to go anywhere, but I was like, I am sad. It's like, I am sad and I just want someone to hang out with to distract me from my sadness, basically. And we hung out like once. We hung out once after this mission trip, and I literally left after 45 minutes. We were like eating at like a fast food place. Because I was like, you literally are not listening to anything that I say. Like, not one word. I'd keep talking, and you're interrupting. Which I said this to him. He was like, oh, sorry. But he just, like, couldn't listen to me. And I'm like, I feel like that's pretty, like, bare minimum of just hanging out with someone, that they will listen to the words that you're saying. So after, like, 45 minutes, I was just like, I gotta get out of here. So I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go. And he was like, what? I was like, I got to go home. Bye. So, yeah. That one, I feel like that song and Brown Eyed Boys are kind of similar in the way that it's more of like a daydream than a historical account of something that actually happened. Okay, and the last one I'll talk about today is... Wasting Time. Yikes. So this one I wrote, I don't actually remember like specifically when I wrote this, but I know I wrote it around the time that we went to Europe. So I think it was like 2016. I don't know. We went to Europe twice on tour. And I think this was the second time, which I think was 2016. I think I was like, I don't know. I was 16 or 17 during this time. I know what I wrote it about, so we'll just go to that. I wrote this kind of about the onset of my depression. When I was like 16, I started... experiencing depression. I started going to therapy for it. Like, what is wrong with me? Why do I feel like this? And so Wasting Time is kind of like a light version of just like commenting on that depression. It just like feeling like I'm wasting all my time. Everything I do is pointless. Like, I can't get myself together. I didn't really have many friends. And the friends that I did have, I felt like we didn't really, like, know each other. I didn't really know how to open up to anyone. I didn't know how to, like, connect like that. Like, I found myself in a lot of friendships that were more just, like, me listening to people, but not really knowing how to, like, share my life with them. So very like lonely friendships. So I just felt like alone all the time, and I just felt like, what am I doing with my life? I don't do anything. I stay up so late, and I just like do the bare minimum that I have to do to like keep other people happy. I don't really do anything for myself. I'm just like spending all my time numbing myself. And also like in the second verse, I say, and all the things I did to ruin my relationships, it's not right. Feeling like I'm crazy. Can somebody save me? 'Cause I don't know what I've been doing lately. That is kind of a reference to how I have a destructive tendency, which in recent years I have learned is really just the dismissive avoidant attachment style. If you're interested in psychology, I would recommend looking into the attachment styles. And my attachment style was very dismissive, avoidant, which basically just means that I was really terrified of being close with anyone ever. So I would like withdraw, isolate myself, push people away. Like in friendships, I would just not really open up, like keep everyone at an arm's length. And in more like romantic settings, I wasn't really in relationships at that point, but yeah, in relationships, romantic things, I was like, I cannot handle this. If you heard my song Running, then you understand that. And I would just get really scared and just like run away from people or just avoid people, ignore people. I just didn't know how to like resolve a conflict. I didn't know how to stand up for myself. I didn't know how to say how I was feeling. So I was just like, I can't deal with a like give and take relationship because I don't know how to really give myself, and I don't know how to share myself, and I don't know how to fix any problems. Like I can't bring up anything. I can't say how I'm feeling. I cannot do any of that. So I will just push you far away from me so that we can just skip all of that, because I would rather just be safe in my own mind and heart and alone than have to deal with actually relating to someone and like fixing a problem and like dealing with conflict, because I don't know how to do it, and I don't believe that I can mend something that's broken. Like it's broken, okay, like that's it, there's nothing we can do, that sucks, goodbye. Yeah, I feel like the rest of that song like is pretty self-explanatory. It's just like, my life sucks and I am sad and I waste all my time and I am not happy. So that was kind of where I was at that time. Okay, well, that's all I got for you guys today. That was 3 songs? Yeah. Like I said before, if you want to hear stories about any of my other songs, then leave a comment, let me know what you want to hear about. Like this is a little vulnerable for me, but oh well, I'm just not gonna think about it. Also, this shirt I'm wearing is my merch. This shirt's actually sold out, so sorry. You can't get it, but I do have other merch available that's not this. For the 17 mixtape, I have a sweatshirt that says 8 a.m., has like the alarm clock design on it. And then I have a t-shirt that says 17, has my name on the back. I think they're really cute. I spent a lot of time designing them. I feel like they're like unique, fun, summer vibes. And also like people buying my merch is what like funds my music, because like I'm not signed to a label. I don't have like an investor, so like when I make a music video or do a photo shoot or like get a song mixed or mastered, like I just pay for all of that myself. So when you buy my merch, then you're supporting me making more music, which is what I really want to do for you guys. And I want to make merch that you actually want to wear and that you like. And I think it's pretty cute because I wear it and I like it, so I don't know what else I could do. But yeah, I'll put the link in the description if you want to get some merch. Appreciate ya. Alright, well, I should do a thumbnail. Okay, I'm like telling the true story, so I need something dramatic. Okay, probably one of those good. Alright guys, well, I'll see you